You know, this is landscape or portrait for y'all, but I guess I'll find out on the back end. Also, I'm not sure I'll be able to comment. So, yeah, pretty much locking in. Let's put on some non-copyright music, I guess. Alexa, can you play non-copyright music or royalty-free music? Okay. Purchase music royalty-free by Music Cloud and Spotify. Alexa, play lo-fi hip-hop non-copyright music. Okay. Non-copyright lo-fi. We're gonna mess up. Alright. Maybe I don't want to see my comments this way. I'm assuming I'm getting comments. Nobody cares. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. Oh. How am I not? Oh no, how am I not? Profile. Okay. No, I don't want workspace. No thanks. If you're here, I apologize. I'm just I'm setting it up so I can paint and see what's going on with the comments. Hold on, who's here? Oh, whatever. Wait, is that a Rubik's Cube? Yeah, I got a 3x3, a 4x4, and a 2x2 here. It's kind of my jam. None of them are solved at the moment. I could do this one and this one confidently. I'm still... The 2x2, I think people would assume it's easier, but it's not because you only have 2 layers. Do you do the Rubik's? It's just an outer ring. People see you complete it and really they don't understand it's just a combination of moves like a dance. And once you know where your footing is, you do the right move and it'll take you. Oh, we got an echo. That's weird. Alexa, resume. There we go. And now I can see the comments. Okay. I will get to y'all comments. Right now it's 0, but I will get to your comments if I can. I only have like 30 minutes to work on this. And I'm taking your advice. I don't even know if it was your advice, but for our conversation, I am going live. So we will just, yeah, I wanted to be finished this hopefully by tomorrow. It only takes me a week to finish something like this, and I already started over. I don't know if that's dark enough. I might have to go darker. I already started over once because I'm a maniac. Let's do a little bit of this. I know you're probably like, in brown? Yeah, just a little bit. Don't hear to my music. Alexa, play non-copyright lo-fi hip-hop. Let's see what she comes up with. Sure. Non-copyright lo-fi by Ambient Butter from Spotify. I thought I had it playing. I don't know what happened. What happened? Is 4 of y'all in here? That's a lot. And my girlfriend is this woman I'm painting. actually know hers isn't like a commission. Hopefully she's not watching this because it's supposed to be a surprise. But I have been friends with her for, let's see, I don't know, I don't know, like 35 years, something like that. Maybe even less or more, 36. I met her in the first grade, kindergarten actually, I believe. If y'all know, I'm about to show my age. Remember Bozo the Clown? We actually went to Bozo's show once when we were kids. Anyway, she moved away. This is when I lived in the city. She moved away and we became pen pals, which was dope. Like, if you've never had a pen pal, you're kind of missing out. There's something about how we live now and how it was where you had this delayed gratification. You know, you send a message and you'd be excited waiting for your friend to get it, and then they would be excited waiting for it, and then you would wait for them to send you something back. And it was like, nothing's like that anymore. So I guess you have a jail pen pal, but we're not interested in it. Anyway, she moved away, we were pen pals, and then I happened to move within like a mile of her. So we didn't have to be pen pals anymore, but you know, we'd visit. I could walk to her house, maybe about a mile and a half. And that's how we stay friends. This woman has known me through multiple phases of my life. She's seen Maxine 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. So she gets me. And I don't take that for granted at all. You know, relationships are so disposable now and like superficial. I have no doubt that like if I needed her, she would pull up. And I hope she knows that about me. Anyway, she's moved away again. And she's not in the same state anymore. So I'm gonna ship this to her. And I hope that she likes it. I really do. This color, I know it's color like crazy, y'all. Bear with me. Tell you what. I definitely have to tone this. Adding contrast is always a scary bit because if I do too much, let's see, I'm gonna shut up, focus. Wait, see, I already see where I fucked up right here. That's right, we can fix it. I don't know when I have time to fix it today. Let's just lay the background down and then I can go with the highlights because that's probably what I should be doing anyway. I should show y'all the picture that I'm working from. It's already been traced over, so I transfer the image. And I stole this right off of her Facebook. Off her Facebook page. She has no idea I'm doing this unless she's watching this stream and then the jig is up, I guess. Thing is, she has everything she needs. There's nothing I can buy her. You know, she's been very successful in her own right. And so there was nothing I could gift her, really, except for maybe something customized that like took me time and effort. I know this looks crazy, y'all, but I will tone that down. I'm just laying down shadows right now. Yeah, I wanted to give her something no one else could give her. Not in the way I can anyway. Maybe I can paint a picture of her, but not like I can, you know. And she's been asking me to like come down to where she is and like do a mural in her house and all these things. And life just will not allow for me to do it right now. So I just sent her a little bit of artwork because I know she'll appreciate it. Being as though she's known me this long, she's like been really a cheerleader for me. You know, when I'm up, when I'm not up. She's always like, if I have ADD, I'm always switching gears. You know, I'm always coming up with bright ideas and harebrained schemes. And she's always like, yo, if you think you can do it, sis, you can do it. You know, she's got a confidence in me that, like, I'm just now realizing she's always had it. And I have that for her, but it's so easy to do that for other people than it is to do for yourself. Well, let me pop in Sue's out here. Decoy. Hi, Decoy. Pen pals. Bro, did you have a pen pal? Thank y'all for hitting the like as you came in. I appreciate that. So many people pull up and watch and don't hit the like. So thank you for that. It could have been more of you, so maybe that thank is premature, but yeah, I'm gonna let this dark down and then I'm gonna go back with the medium small. I don't know if I ended up. What could it be? Painting's like a process, and this ain't even oil paint. This is acrylic. So it's even more of a process because you have to kind of wait for it to dry. It dries quickly. So you don't want it to be muddy. You have to like work in layers, which is kind of what I'm doing. I know it looks crazy. Whatever. But I'm laying these darks down and then I'll go in with a medium tone and then I'll come in with my highlight. And that'll make sense. Elementary school, yeah, that's like, yeah, we were in grade school for sure. Now, they had that program in my school. Like, this was a pen pal I made, obviously somebody I knew in real life, but I know in grade school, actually, I think I did I have a pen pal in grade school? Other than Tierra? I don't think so, but they had this thing where you can write people, I think even in other states, and I don't know if they did other countries. I know we had an exchange student type situation in high school because I made really good friends with one. I always wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him in like 20 years, but me and this dude got really close. He was from Hamburg, Germany, and he loved hip hop, and that's how we connected. And it was strictly platonic, y'all. It was really nice having a friend that was like a guy. It wasn't weird or awkward. And I swear to God, he's the only boy that like my family let like kind of kick it in my room. Of course, the door was open or whatever. Not that I was bringing many boys home, to be honest. But Felix came through, and he was just a really good person. I wish I had stayed pen pals with him. Because I often wonder like what he's doing, what he made of his life. You know, if he's even still alive. You know, it's a dark thought, but it's a real one. I'm getting to the point in my life where like I could lose friends one reason or another. You're gonna lose them at any age, but when you're young, it's like you think about losing your parents and your grandparents and like shit like that, but it wasn't until like I got much older I was like, yo, I'm gonna lose my peers. Like this girl I'm painting right here, one of us is gonna go first, you know? And it's like, damn, what's that? What does that hit like? You know? I don't know. We all gotta take that trip. Make the visit here worthwhile. It is finally. it doesn't make me sad. What really makes me sad is when I feel as though, and obviously it's not for me to say, but I feel as though people go before their time. And that's really kind of like a messed up thing to say if you think about it, because, you know, what determines whether somebody deserves more time or not. But that Malcolm Jamal Warner incident was crazy to me. He was so unproblematic. Wonder what happened with people? Yeah, me too. With the exception of like high school, I still live in or near the town I went to high school in, and so I see people from high school all the time, like even more than I would like to. Around here, sometimes I don't recognize them. You know, somebody calls you by your full government, because that's how they knew you in the yearbook or whatever, or in class, and you're like, oh, hey. But yeah, that whole like sudden death thing with him was crazy. He was so unproblematic, very talented, and I don't know what this man's demons were. He could have been an awful individual, but it did not give. It always gave like he was trying to give back more than he took. And he was incredibly humble to me. I don't know. It could have been an ass. But the fact that he was like snatched from his family, even okay, here's a good contrast and timely, the whole Charlie Kirk thing, right? Like, just a fucked up situation. As an individual, did I care for this man? No. But like, no one deserves to like leave the house, going about their business, whatever that business is, and like not coming home. It was so senseless and like cowardice when people do shit like that. Like the person couldn't even defend themselves. It's just like a pussy move. You're gonna shoot them from a distance. Like give at least run up on me. Give me a chance. Like let's shoot this fair one. But like I don't know. I'm old school, I guess. People used to actually just take their grievances outside. You know? We live in this like time of hyperbole and like sensationalism and like opinion and shit. People really are losing their fucking minds right now. I feel like I might be losing mine, honestly, if it weren't for the gym. That sounds so cliche. And like virtue signaling is not like the gym is my therapy for real. The world really is crazy and uncertain. It's fucking scary. And sometimes I'm like, yo, you brought kids into this motherfucker? Like, you had kids on purpose, bitch? Maybe you looked around this bitch recently? Maybe have you been out? I love my son. I love both of them. If I had a clearer view of what the world was like when I was younger, I might not have chose to bring people into a space like this. And shit is crazy now. It's only getting crazier. This is not hip hop lo-fi. They lied to me. I want to put on a podcast or something, but I don't know what my videos will be. Not that it's monetized, but well, are you working right now, bro? Do you even have work today? Let me mix up another color. I'm not real happy with these, but we're gonna mix up another one. I'm gonna use a little bit of this. And I'm gonna use a little bit of just a smidge of this orange. Bless. Bless you. Maybe I want to see this. I don't know. Maybe you're interested. It's pretty. It's almost too light for what I need right now. Let's do a mixture. Music sound creepy as hell. This is not what I asked y'all for. Music creepy, y'all. Alright, I'm gonna go over some of this color, this light color that I have, because I'm not crazy about it. So if you see me going over something, that's why. I'm not though. I feel like it's like too. I don't want my girl ashy. You know what I mean? I don't want her ashy. We want her classy. So. This isn't giving the true exclamation here, but she is really laughing in this pic. I'm gonna do the best I can though. I'll do the best I can. I'm gonna get this loaded up a little bit. Going over the eyelash, but I can always go back and darken that up later. I just want to rework the colors I chose. Yo, do y'all hear this motherfucking music? Shit is creepy. Okay, I hear a little boom boom back. They're bringing it back, the hip hop part I asked for. Cause hey yo, I ain't gonna go over my lashes. I know y'all are like, you're going over everything. I am intentionally. I'm softening everything out here. And then I'll come back and add some highlights, and that shit'll be popping. It'll be popping. I'm wondering what the music. Yes, it was. They definitely gave me Halloween lo-fi. That's what it's giving. Okay, and it was only because I didn't want it completely silent in here while I talk to you. But, bruh. I guess that's in the algae. It's definitely Halloween time. I'm not excited as I usually am for Halloween. I freaking love Halloween. It's like become one of my favorite holidays. But this year, everything's something. Maybe I need to really lock in because the news cycle is bringing me down. Bless. Ooh, you okay?
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah, could be. The pollen still be going crazy. I have to cook, y'all. I have to cook a meal for my family. I have to cook a meal for another family I cook for twice a week. So I got all my ingredients. The lady of the house, the woman who owns the house, requested ribs for her and her family. That's what I'm gonna make. They are coming to room temp, and as soon as my alarm goes off, I'm gonna put a rub on them, and then I'm gonna put them in a low ass oven. I'm talking 250, maybe 225, depending on how long I'm out. And I'm gonna let them cook low and slow most of the day. And then when I get back here, they'll be ready. I can make the sides real quick. I'm gonna do rice and green beans. And then, yeah, see, I'm changing the colors of this. It's too orange or something. Rice and green beans. And then I will throw them under the broiler for like 4 minutes with some sauce. Man, that sounded so good when I went to get the ingredients for them. I got the same ingredients for me. We having the same thing. I got a slab of ribs. Only my ribs, I'm gonna just leave as a slab. I'm not cutting them up. Theirs are already pre-cut. I'm not doing all that. If I have to, I'll cook them a little longer, but I doubt at that temp, after 4 hours, it might be more than that, then I'm out. They're like 4 hours? Sheesh. And then if I broil them, sheesh, I don't even know. I gotta keep my fat very minimal so that I can enjoy that later. I can't go crazy during the day on my fat. And I'll have 2 meals ready. 2 birds. 2 birds, 1 oven. My freaking oven needs to be cleaned in the worst way, y'all. And I just set it makes the apartment so hot. Like 400 degrees to self-clean up. I was fully grown before I realized the self-cleaning just meant it burnt everything up. And then you just wipe it away. Like when I was, I guess, less cultured, I thought self-cleaning meant there was like soap involved. And I'm like, where do they load the soap? Like, no, bitch, the heat cleans it. The heat cleaner. You want to see me solve the 3x3? You gonna make me prove it? I had a video up. I had 1 video up. I solved it in like, I don't know, a minute. I don't know. That might be in the archives. Or, there we go. Alexa, stop. That might be somewhere like at the bottom of my videos. Did I keep that video? I definitely have like my locks were like fresh. I definitely have a video of myself solving it. I think a video like 2 years ago. So I know this looks hella muddy. It looks hella crazy, y'all. But I promise you, when I come back, and I might come back again. When I come back, her face is gonna be cleaned up. Cause you're probably like, yo, you just took all the tonality out of her face. I had to, because the colors I had just weren't coloring. That's some real shit. I have a lighter brown. I could attempt to go over white now with. I'm afraid that might be too much. Let's see. Gotta go anyway, my time's up. Such a pretty one though. Okay, look. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm not even gonna fuck with this because it needs to dry and flatten out. But I promise you, if you're interested in this process, or how this thing's gonna come out, pull up later. If you haven't sub. I know it's like that, bro. It gets like that. I have ADHD, so like it's hard for me to focus on one thing most times. But when I do focus on one thing, like I'm locked in. And this will be, honestly, until I finish this piece, this will be like the only thing I think of most of the day today. Everything else, I have the bandwidth because everything else in my day has already been pre-scheduled and pre-booked, including this meal I'm about to make, which is why I really have to manage my time wisely. Alexa, stop. Oh my God, what's up? Big Daddy Gaming, how you been? I didn't even see you in the chat. That's my bad. I was so locked in. Hey, what's going on? I was painting this picture for my girlfriend's birthday. It's on Saturday. I'm gonna finish this and send it to her. This was like a correcting session. I didn't really add much dimension. In fact, I took quite a bit of dimension away because the brown that I had her before was just so ashy. So I had to add some orange, added a little purple for the undertones. When I come back, I'll hit the highlights, the mediums and the highlights, and hopefully she'll pop again. So that's what I was doing. Here, I want to see what's the actual picture. See, she's got a lot more dimension in the photo than like right here. But thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, y'all, I look crazy, right? My hair is tied up because I'm cooking. I'm about to start cooking, and because it gets in my face when I paint. I hope everybody's well. Thank y'all for pulling up on my live. I'm rarely live. Where I was like, you should, you know, what did you say? I don't remember what he said. You said you would like to see me working on my painting. I mentioned to him yesterday. That's all I wanted to do. That is all I wanted to do yesterday, was sit in the house and paint. Yesterday was my scheduled leg day. When I go to the gym, y'all, I get there when they open, which is at 5:30. Which means I have to get up at like 4:30 because I live 25 minutes away. I was supposed to do that yesterday. I couldn't do it yesterday. And my whole day was like not smooth. Like if I defer from the plan even a little bit, it get threw off my walks. Because normally what happens, and so I went this morning, normally what happens is I go down there, you know, I have my cold brew, my black cold brew, a banana. I get it in for like 45 minutes or an hour, and then like everything's flowing through me. Dopamine, testosterone, all the things, adrenaline. I'm ready for the day. I come home, I maybe chill for like an hour, then I'm getting my son ready from school, and then from there, all the dominoes just fall in place. Click, 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 click. But yesterday I was like, I couldn't go to the gym, so at like 4 in the morning, I'm up painting. I got locked in so much that we were actually late yesterday because all I wanted to do was keep painting. But it's like, oh, wait, you got to take the kid to school and you got jobs. So everything after that was just, I was a little bit late. Now, by the end of the day, I pulled my schedule back together, but I just wasn't feeling it. BDB. Is that BRB? It doesn't matter. I'm about to leave. Oh, you saying hi to BDB. Yeah. Thank y'all for pulling up. Tap in later. I don't know when I'll be back at this. Probably sometime this evening if you want to see how this turns out. Even if you don't pull up, I'll post a picture of it. Ro, I owe you a video of me doing the 3x3 because you're intrigued by that. You guys want to see some of my other paintings. Hold on. This is Coda. This is actually a photo I took. That's my leg. It's not done. You can't see any definition in the knee. That's Judah's arm. That's Coda. He's an Australian sheepdog. Very sweet, very cute. That is an Angry Orchard label. I'm kind of, not low-key, high-key obsessed with The Wizard of Oz for a multitude of reasons. So, like, I have a whole series. There's the lion. There's the witch. She's one of my favorites because she came out so clean. Maybe because I didn't really have to tussle with skin color. There's my son. Scarecrow. That's also one I really like. Oh, not anywhere related to The Wizard of Oz, but there's Mojo Jojo. I actually painted this maybe like 10 years ago. And this was probably like last year. Who else we got? Nefertiti somewhere. I never finished her. I had another artist critique her. And I could take critiques like, but it was like an unsolicited critique that he gave me. And I just never got it in me to go back to it. If you guys remember, that's the Oz and the Doorman right there. What else I got here? Something, I hate this. I didn't finish this either. I was taking a painting class when I did that. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? A little bit of both. What's back here? There's a still life. I freaking hate still life. You could tell by how it came out. Hey, everybody. Corona bottle? Okay. When I painted the Angry Orchard and the Corona bottle, I was actually at an event. It was a puffin paint. Kind of like a sipping paint, but with marijuana. And I didn't know what to paint, so I painted what was in front of me. So there's that. Now, my next series, once I'm done this thing for my friend, is a Gen Z like Disney situations. So like I'm starting with Cinderella. We got face tags, we got piercings, we got a little diamond thing in the tooth. You can't tell right now, but these are totally going to be gauges. I'm going to probably change the hair color. This right here is an indication that I'm going to shave her sides. What else? I put a nice little neck tat, a little boob tat. We've got a raven and a rat because in Cinderella she was one with the animals. So I'm going to do a whole series of these. Next, after this, I'm going to probably do Snow White. But stay tuned for that. I'm just trying to get back in my creative bag. You know what I mean? Not for any kind of fame, acclaim, or riches, but just for my sanity. All right. 35 minutes is long, quite long enough. Thank y'all for rocking with me. If you catch this on the replay, I'm trying to turn this off. If you catch me on the replay, please put hashtag replay so I know you pulled up and I can thank you for that. And if this does come across your timeline, just likes are free. I very much appreciate it. If you don't want to see me again, just hit the clear all history button. But why wouldn't you? I'm kind of a vibe. All right. BDGP, BDBGP, and Romeo. I will see y'all when I see y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.